Hi, I'm Dr. Mayo here to talk to you about a few ways how you can get clients for your social media marketing agency or your digital marketing agency. And this is how you can get clients in person and online. These are two different ways to get clients. Now, it's important to get clients for your social media agency to keep it running if it depends on that. Some agencies are just digital marketing agencies that put out content to make money, but some agencies actually help clients. And if you want to keep the lights on and everything flowing, of course, you need clients. So this video is going to give you some tips that you could use to be able to get clients, especially if you're just starting, because it could be really frustrating. And also to know how to get clients as you grow and progress and scale. These strategies that I'm going to share should work for either way because I've used them for the last 10 years and they've worked perfectly for me. The first part we're going to talk about here is getting clients using in-person strategies. And the first tip of that is to build relationships locally around your physical area if you can. How can you do this? You could join business groups and you could join local chambers. There are business groups out there like BNI, LATIP. There are also local business chambers, your local business chambers that are seeking digital marketers to help them with their clients, to train them and to provide them services. And typically how it works is that when you register with these groups, you have to attend a weekly meeting or a bi-weekly meeting. You have to attend some networking events where you actually meet and interact with people, and then they give you referrals. This was my first way of getting into the business because when I started, I had to join a chamber and join a business group within the chamber where we met weekly. And thankfully, I was able to land my third or fourth client that way. Now, the benefit is you guys see each other most of the time. They know you. So when they're referring you, they know a lot about your business already because when you meet weekly, you're probably giving infomercials about your business and the things that you do. So this really shows the value of consistent meetings, face-to-face meetings, which then establishes trust through personal connections. The next tip that we're going to cover is attending mixers and open houses. This is a great way to interact with people also in the community. A lot of business leaders go to these mixers and after work events to go mix and mingle. And here's a good time that you can also go take your business card, mix and mingle, introduce who you are. You don't even really have to do hard sales there because they are not really about that there. It's about mixing and mingling. They get to know you. You pass out your card. You tell them what you do. And they go, oh, you know what? We've been thinking about that. Maybe sometime we could set some stuff up. And you go, great. That's awesome. Let me know whenever and I'll be available to do that. So this really gives you the opportunity to introduce yourself without a hard sell. It also gives you the opportunity to build rapport with the local people, with the local businesses, so they get to know you. Because a lot of times it's not just about getting the lead once. You have to go through a series of touch points to be able to convince people that you can help them out with your service. The next step we're going to talk about is leveraging golf events and other professional gatherings that are happening now. I will tell you, a lot of the business leaders that make decisions in the company come out for the golf outings. This is when you get to see them. This is where you want to come out, mix and mingle, bring your business cards, get giveaways so that when they come to the golf outing, they could take away something that you brought there. You can also sponsor a hole so that when they drive past your hole, they get to know you, they get to talk to you, because a lot of times they stop and they interact with the people sitting at that hole. And that's just great FaceTime. The same thing with professional events. A lot of these business organizations hold events, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, whether it's a training event where a group of people are coming. And if you know that your target audience is coming to an event, it makes sense that you also go to the event so you can interact with people over there. A lot of local chambers host golf outings. A lot of local chambers host mixers and help other businesses with open house events. So these are the ways that you could get your name in person locally to be able to get business by leveraging these associations, business organizations that are around you. The next tip we're going to talk about is hosting trainings and events where you can educate people about what you do. You'll be surprised that when you approach local business chambers and business associations, they are more than willing to provide training to their members because their members are looking for that. And you realize one of the most in-demand trainings with these associations and business groups is digital marketing and social media marketing. So you are actually going to be filling a void. And I've noticed it doesn't matter. They could have over 5-10 digital marketers in that business group or in that association. You can still find your own niche in there. Now, how do the trainings help? Well, this is the opportunity where you get to show your expertise, right? You get to be the authoritative figure, and people get to see exactly what you do when you're training them, and they realize, like, whoa, this guy knows or this gal knows exactly what they're talking about. I think I want to do this. And they realize, like, I don't have the time to do this or the resources or the skills based on what this guy is teaching me or what this gal is teaching me. Well, guess what? I'm then going to hire you. And because it's a collective, when 2 or 3 people are in a group and they've expressed interest, what do you think the next 4 or 5 people are going to do? Also express interest because of the fear of missing out. You've just given great information that they've realized, well, this is going to be really valuable to me. I need to take advantage of this. So the trainings really position you as a thought leader and somebody, again, that they can trust, and they can see how you work, and they can see the results. The likelihood that they'll go with you if the service is needed becomes way higher. Now, so those are a couple tips when it comes to in person. Now, you can see these lead to warmer leads because it's all about building connections. It's all about connecting with the touch points, because you think about it, when you want to establish a relationship with somebody, it's usually not a first date that everything happens. It takes a series of events, it takes a series of dates, and then the magic happens. And it's the same way. But I will tell you that if you are just starting in digital marketing and you just don't even know how to get leads in general, these are one of the ways that you could start your business and hit the ground running. Within a month of me joining Chambers, I was getting a lot of people interested in my services. And within a few months, a lot of my business were from Chamber members. So something to think about. Now we're going to talk about online strategies for getting clients. And the first tip we'll talk about here is to create and optimize a website. Many people who need digital marketing help go online and they're searching for a local social media manager or marketing help or advertising help locally. So creating a website and optimizing it gives you the opportunity to show up on the web when they are looking for you. Now, it does take some technical skills, but if you're a digital marketer, that shouldn't be an issue. Now, if you're a digital marketer that focuses also on SEO, that shouldn't be a problem. But if you're just a social media manager and don't know much about SEO, you might probably need an SEO strategist for this to be able to push you up in the rankings. And I will tell you, it is totally worth the investment. One call right on top there could change everything. So it's very important that you also reflect the kind of work that you do on your website so that when they see it, your website's clean, your website's polished, and then that you also have like your reviews on your website so that when people go there, they could see that people are giving you reviews. It really helps. And it's almost impossible to position yourself as a social media marketing manager without having a website. If you think about it, it's a little awkward. But you can have the website and it's not optimized and you're just sending it to people. That does not make it go up in the Google rankings. You optimizing it based on searches for what people are looking for in digital marketing is really what's going to help you. So it's important that you get a website and you start putting content on there that helps to optimize you. The next one we're going to talk about is using social media marketing. This involves you creating channels for your social media marketing agency or your digital marketing agency, and then posting content on there. Why is this great? When they see the way you post content, then they could say, I want my content to be like that. That's the good thing about it, because a lot of times people just go, oh, I liked the way you posted that. Can you guys do that for us too? So the beauty of being really good and consistent with your own social media marketing is that they see it and they go, oh, you know what? I can't be consistent, but these guys can. Oh, this content makes sense and mine doesn't. Oh, this seems to be expert moves and mine isn't. So you see, that really helps. So use platforms like LinkedIn for B2B. Use platforms like Facebook and Instagram for B2C. They can still even overlap. You'll be surprised that you'll still get B2C on LinkedIn and B2B on Instagram or Facebook, just depending on who your audience is and how you're positioning your content out there. Another thing that you have to stay on top is about the new features that come out, because a good way to sell to customers is telling them like, hey, this is a new feature that just came out and this can totally help you, which in many instances it can. Because when you think about it, when they launch new features on digital marketing apps, the optimization in the beginning is typically terrific because they want it to work. So in this instance, it's just a perfect marriage. But also, you don't want to be caught slipping where your client calls you and says, "Hey, I met another social media manager and they told me this. Do you know about it?" And you're like, "I haven't heard about it." You could lose a client that way. So, but it helps to just make sure that you are posting valuable content, that you are helping people, especially with your content, being very helpful, being very educational in your content so that people can reach out and ask you questions and know that you can help them out. The next process we're going to talk about is setting up your lead warming process, because when people come to your website, you want them to be able to leave their email so that you can always continue to communicate with them, so that if they need your service at some point in time, you are still the one that comes to mind based off all the information that you're providing them. So it's important to set up your contact forms so that people know, hey, contact me if you need this. It's important to give freebies too. You can put a free ebook so that when people get the free ebook, they provide the email. Of course, you tell them that, hey, when you download this ebook, we're going to add you to our list so you can continue to get valuable information. So in this instance, you start to get leads that visit your website, sign up for one reason or the other, go into your emailing list, and now then you can continue to provide valuable information to them. Because you don't get to see your online leads in person every day, the way to really foster and nurture a relationship is by keeping a constant connection using this method so that they can always get your emails. And as they're getting your emails, they start to warm up to you. They start to know you. They start to understand what they're going to get with you. So it's very important that you have these features on your website. That's a contact form for them to contact you, and freebies that they could download. You could use quizzes. There are many ways now that you could use to get leads and warm them up so they could patronize you when the time is right. Now, the next tip we're going to talk about here is doing webinars and doing free trainings online or even paid trainings. So the key is that you're offering value-packed webinars, providing information where people go, wow, this is amazing. I want to subscribe to this guy, or I want to get this service. You can also host live sessions, like live Q&A sessions, so people can come in and ask you stuff, where you can answer questions and they go, you know what, this is the person for me. And a good way to go about this is setting up these events on Eventbrite. You'll be so surprised that people are looking for digital marketing stuff on Eventbrite. You sign up people to come to your free webinar or free class or even a paid class, and you have a service to provide after that, and you can start to get leads in that way. I've seen people do Facebook groups. I've seen people do Zoom calls, different formats that you could just host to be able to talk to people. And these are really cool because what happens is your audience gets excited at this moment. They have a lot of questions and stuff. And right there and then, you are the person. So it's always great to host these, because once you do that, you could say, hey, after this, you know what, come join me in our group. We have a group where we discuss this all the time, because I won't be able to see you guys here every week. Join me in this group. I'll be able to provide this information, or join me in this paid group. You could subscribe for this. And now all what you're asking for here is just going to be coming to you over there. See how that works? So that's a great way. You always have to know providing valuable information and education is a sure way to always pique people's interest when it comes to digital marketing and social media marketing, because so much is happening in the industry that's changing, evolving. Everybody sort of wants to know about it. They sort of understand the bigger picture, even if they're not in it right now. So that's it. So those are a few ways that you could get leads online. You could get customers online. Now, here's the most important thing to note for both strategies, whether you're getting clients in person or whether you're getting them online. It's about the nurturing. It's about the data points. So it's important that you figure out a way to always nurture that relationship. Again, think about it. When you're dating somebody, when you're going in a relationship with somebody, it involves constant communication to be able to nurture that relationship to where you want it to be. And a sure, true, and tried way is to say, hey, follow me on Facebook, or give me your email and I'll send you emails consistently, whether you're in person or online. In person, you ask for their business cards. Online, you provide freebies and your contact form for them to be able to put that information on there. And then you build your list. And through that list, keep providing valuable information, telling them how you can help them, positioning yourself as the authoritative figure. And this way, you'll be surprised that following any of these methods or all of them that I've listed for you, easily start to get clients. I hope this was helpful. If it is, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can continue to get helpful content. Till next time, take care.